name is Tia Krosky. I am 44 and I have interstitial cystitis, IC, and I've had it for about 9 to 10 years now, off and on. So my symptoms have definitely improved. I'm not out of the woods. I still have a long road. There's still things I have to fix, but one thing I'm noticing is I'm now understanding my body better. So I understand why I'm feeling that. 'Cause I think that's the hardest part, right? Knowledge is so powerful, and understanding why my body is doing what it's doing helps so much with preventing it from, having the flares and everything. So I'm definitely day to day, I feel quote unquote normal again. But knowing that I have this journey, but it's more of a life change than it's anything else. I feel positive about everything that I'm doing and excited. And I actually feel like my family is jumping on board, which is helpful, and they love it. I feel like I've been in a funk. This to me is kind of a blessing. This whole huge flare that I've had, IC's always kind of just been there, but having it happen now and taking these steps, I needed this. My body as a whole needed it. IC was just a crying baby, and it was. But I had no energy. I didn't do anything. I worked, ate, and slept, and now I don't. Now I doing so much more, and yeah, people are seeing it. Everyone's asking me. Everyone thinks oxalates is like the weirdest word ever. No one understands what they are. So Mandy's different than anybody I've seen before because one, I think she has IC. She battles it. So I'm no longer crazy. It's no longer in my head. And it's not about finding, because when you have a chronic pain disorder issue, you just want this magic pill, right? You just want to do anything and everything you can to stop it. So you just literally do anything and everything you can to stop it. And it was with Mandy, you actually stop and you look and you find and you see how much it's not just your bladder. As a matter of fact, it's not, for me, it wasn't my bladder at all. It's so many other things. So I think Dr. Mandy is different in the fact that she looks at your body as a whole instead of just saying your bladder's fine or this is what's wrong with your bladder. It's an entire body search. And I've never had that before, and it's definitely working. I believe my root causes based off of lab testing and everything are a few things. I have, many things. I have dysbiosis, the gut. I have vitamin deficiencies, mostly B vitamin. I'm pretty deficient. A lot of oxidative stress. So, which I guess my body already makes too many oxalates. And so with the stress, it's already overproducing. It's not even just with diet that's causing it. It's just my body being overworked and under vitamined or is causing the problem. I also learned that I have gluten intolerance, high histamine issues. So yeah, there's a list. So one of the biggest findings is that my body actually produces oxalates on its own. So that's causing even more oxalates within my body. Through my healing journey with Dr. Mandy, she's definitely been right there with me. My favorite is the protocols. She does this great job of listing everything that you're supposed to be taking in the steps and to always take it slow. But beyond that, the groups, tons of support there. And then just if you have any questions at all, I was able to just send emails and get a response back really quick. So she's definitely been, I feel like I'm not taking this journey alone. I've been having somebody so well knowledged right there with me as I've taken these steps, and it's helped a ton. Actually, if you asked me that maybe before we started, I would say, oh, when I was younger and stuff, but I don't know if I've ever actually felt healthy. I don't know if I've ever, now that I'm understanding my body, I don't think I have. I think I've battled something and I've always just kind of ignored it or thought, oh, this is me just getting older. So I honestly don't think I have really felt true health. Like I said, it started about 9, 10 years ago, and I was in and out of doctors. Nobody really thought, it was always just dismissed. It was more in my head than anything else. So I've had it's called cystoscope, or that scope. That's been done like 3 times, unpleasantly been done 3 times. No findings there. I even went as far as had laparoscopic surgery and went in to see my organs to see if there's anything, and everything was clean and everything looked good. I've been on countless amounts of antibiotics and overactive bladder medication. Nothing ever worked. I've been through physical therapy, also not anything that was beneficial for me and what I've been battling. So just, urologists and gynecologists and every doctor that would see me, I've been through and tried to do all kinds of tests, and with no hope. So prior to meeting Mandy, my biggest complaint would be bladder pain, and frequency, urgency, all IC related stuff. That's what brought me searching and found Mandy that way. But as time has gone on, I've realized I battle so much more. And it's all one big umbrella, but ultimately it was bladder pain. It's the one that stops you in your tracks. It's the thing that stops you the most. It's impossible to function with it. I have learned just total body and how it's all connected. With IC, it's this umbrella, and it can be like all these different reasons of why you're battling IC. But I realize that umbrella is even bigger. It's not even just these few things under the umbrella. It's really just everything. And when one thing is not working in your body, it becomes this trickle down. And so I've learned how imperative it is to get up and move, how important it is to have just a variety in your diet, and not being afraid to try these new foods and mix things that you normally wouldn't mix, just to get those nutrients. I look at food now as as fuel, as instead of just that tastes good. It's more about fuel for me. I foresee just moving forward. I think that I'm going to get my family on board even more. We're doing rotations with different food ideas. Everyone's kind of chiming in. So I'm excited. When you first get diagnosed with something like IC, you feel like your life's done and you're just going to try to spend the rest of your life like trying to survive. I now foresee myself thriving, and that's exciting. I still have a ways to go, but I know I'm on the right track because I can feel it. My energy is there, and I can, so yeah, I got some good stuff ahead.